In this lesson, we're going to talk about naming a range of cells. And I have a spreadsheet open. This one's called O4 Budget Ranges. You can follow along if you're in my class. You can download the file. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to name a range of cells in Excel. Why do we want to name a group of cells? Well, we want to name a group of cells to make it convenient for us to reference them over and over and over. If this is a group of cells that we continually go back to, name the range. All you have to do is type the name of the range rather than go back and select it every single time. And so in Excel, a group of cells is called a range. And they can either be contiguous or non-contiguous. And you can name or define the ranges. You can change the size of the ranges after you define them. And you can use name ranges and formulas. And that's the best part. Once you set up these names, you can reference them in formulas. So here's how we do it. So we're going to select cells B3 to D14. So B3 to D14. January, February, March. That would be Q1 in a business year. Not always, but in our calendar year, if our business year follows the calendar, this is our first quarter. To the left of the formula bar, click the name box. So here's the formula bar up here. The name box is this. And we're going to type a one-word name for the list. So if you need 2 words in your name, you're going to have to use an underscore to separate those words. But we're going to call this Q1, so capital Q1 expenses, so Q1 expenses, and then press enter. And so now, if you select that same group of cells, you'll see that the name says Q1 expenses. So another way to name the range is to use the new name dialog box. So let's select B16 to M16. So B16 to M16. These are utility subtotals. So go to the Formulas tab. And on the Formulas tab, in the Defined Names group, it's right in the middle, click Define Name. And you're going to have a new name dialog box pop up. So it's automatically going to try to name it for you. And if you notice, it gives it there is an underscore between the 2 words. So for this exercise, let's just leave it the same. Leave it what it named it. So click OK. You'll see it refers to expense details. That's the name of the sheet and the range of cells. Click OK. And you'll see that what it says up here in the name box, utilities subtotals. A third way to name a range is to use the Create Names from the Selection dialog box. So let's select N2 to N14. N2 to N14. So this selection, it does include the column heading label. So make sure total's in there with it. In the Formulas tab, in the Define Names group, click Create from Selection. So instead of Define Names, we're going to do Create from Selection. And so Excel determines that you want to use the column heading label as the range name. Create name from value in the top row. Click OK. And the range is saved with the name total. Yep, there we go. Select. We're actually selecting. Let's see. It took into off of that. And so if you select B3 through B14, come over here and you'll see it's called total. So when you do it that way, you need to make sure you have your title in there. And it's actually going to take that title, it's going to remove it from the range and just use it as the title of the range, of the name of the range. And if you look over here, our name box, there's a little arrow. Just click back on there. See the arrow over here on the right? If we click on it, we will see all of our named ranges. If you click on one, it will outline that range. So you can see all of these in our name box.